This video is brought to you by AKS IAS.
So, Mr. Aravind, presently you are working as Panchayat Secretary in Kurnool Mandal,
Yes, sir.
Kurnool district.
Yes, sir.
What is the name of the village?
B. Thandrapad.
B. Thandrapad.
Yes, it's on the outskirts of Kurnool, 5 kilometers.
So, you wrote mains also, UPSC mains in 2018 and 19.
Yes, sir.
Group 1 mains in 2017.
Yes.
So, your attempts in all the Group 1 examinations and UPSC could help you in getting this Panchayat Secretary easily.
Yes, sir. I got second rank in Ram Search for
Second rank.
State level second.
So, are you a native of Kurnool?
Yes, sir.
Native of Kurnool. So, because you are in second rank, of course, your posting is also
Yeah. I chose the nearby village.
You are from Kurnool town.
Yes, sir. I am from Kurnool.
Good. So, your extracurricular activities worked for an NGO named Lok Satta,
Yes, sir.
2012 to 14.
Yes, sir.
Then it was an NGO.
Then it was, even now it's an NGO, there is an NGO called Lok Satta, sir.
Hmm.
There is a separate branch which was created as a political party. So, as an NGO, Lok Satta was there from early 2000, sir. In 2016, they created a separate branch of Lok Satta party in 2006. NGO and party parallel existed both at the time.
Who is heading the NGO today?
I don't know specific name.
Is it popular now?
It's not so popular now, sir. While Jayaprakash Nayan sir was heading the organization, it was popular, sir.
What happened? Why that Lok Satta movement died down, or what you call died down? If you don't feel that word good, that
As
movement.
a party, it died down, sir. The death of the party impacted the organization as well, sir. Because there was no leadership at the bottom level. There was no popular movements taken, sir. Previously, there were good movements taken by like voter enrollment. They used to awake the civil society, sir. Popular movements used to be taken, like the thing what Modi government has brought down now, like market reforms in agriculture. We did that back in 2012 as well, sir. We took the market produce in Eminor district, Eminor mandal of Kurnool to Karnataka and sold there, sir. Acts then was not allowing them, but to give this kind of thought to government, we did that one, sir. So those were popular at the time, sir. But those kind of acts are not taken right now, sir.
So you support the present in the sense those acts, market reforms related to agriculture,
Yes,
taken back by Modi.
Yes, sir. I support, sir, but it should have been in certain acceptable way, sir.
What do you mean by that?
Proper consultations must have been done with the farmers. They must have been created awareness. They must have been educated. Then only this law must have been taken forward, sir. Without doing all those things, maybe that created an agitation, sir.
So by creating awareness or educating them means what? Do you want them to get educated towards, yeah, Adani is good, you can sell everything to Adani?
Not like that, sir, because the farmers were afraid that the corporate sector will take on the agriculture, sir. Especially in the belts of Western Uttar Pradesh and Punjab, Haryana, sir. In those areas, the farmers were so afraid because of the corporation of agriculture, sir. They must have been educated properly, sir, because no. Thing happened.
The question is, do you support corporatization? Adani constructing all 700 cold storages all over the country and taking the monopoly and being the monopoly in agriculture sector. Do you support it?
I don't support a single company taking.
But it is happening.
Maybe it could have been corrected, sir.
It could not have been corrected.
So many corporate companies, so many private players have been encouraged, sir.
What happened to Krishnapatnam?
Krishnapatnam port, sir. Yes, sir.
Who is heading it? Who is owning it now?
Yeah, Adani had taken that.
Can you in the near future, in the next 10 years, can you think that it will be something else, or Adani will leave his hold of on Krishnapatnam? Or can you say that Adani will not have more ports on East Coast?
Of course, sir, but public-private partnerships are more important for the development of infrastructure projects as well. I don't support a single company growing there. There has to be equal opportunities to each and every private player. That government should take it. Take it.
Now, you said it is apprehension, farmers' apprehension.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it's just apprehension or is it reality?
It's not 100% real, sir. It's an apprehension only because they were not properly educated, sir. They were afraid of some player, but that it cannot happen with all other ones as well.
What is your
The same
options?
PepsiCo had done very well in Gujarat, sir.
Hmm.
PepsiCo had been good, very good. Had built a proper relations with farmers in Gujarat.
Hmm.
So there were no apprehension, sir. Here,
Do you know that in Gujarat, PepsiCo was fining some farmers to the amount of some 10 crores or 15 crores.
yes, sir.
They wanted to boycott it. Then they came down. If there is no protest, PepsiCo could have done all these things. It is not a good relation.
Yes, sir.
I don't think it's a good relation.
Yes, sir. Plus, in this case, government should have a role, sir. Even though government should have a role, government should be a regulating party in all the agreements as well.
Was it there?
It was not clearly mentioned in
That's
the
it.
act.
No, not mentioned. It will not be there.
Government should be.
Government says that we are not facilitators. We are just facilitators. We are not part of it.
Yes, sir.
It seems your opinions are completely into privatization.
I'm not completely into privatization, sir, but there is a need for market reforms now, sir. Then only agriculture can be profitable. Even that was said by APPSC committee of doubling the farmers' income. But in every case, government it should be slow and gradual, sir. Government should be a facilitator for a certain time. Then when farmers are aware, then they are aware of their rights. Then government can leave them to the
No, I actually forgot. What's your optionals in civils?
sociology, sir.
Sociology. Do you think Indian society is ready for or can have where you have a lot of inequality? Many things are there, many types of players are there. This can we have the same type of corporatization as in Europe or somewhere?
Yes, sir. In India, social justice need to be handled, sir. Because there are a lot of inequalities and there are a lot of backward sections are there. That is not case with the Western countries. So government should have a positive role here.
What is the political ideology of Lok Sabha?
Like it's based on rights of the people. The rights of the people should be properly respected by the governments. Governments cannot have unlimited power.
Why it failed?
It did not completely fail, sir. It was success in certain aspects, sir.
What are the successes?
It was Lok Sabha was good in creating sensitizing the people about anti-corruption movements, sir. That is the area where Lok Sabha succeeded very well. Apart from those, Lok Sabha was even very good in creating the rights of
Do you think corruption has reduced?
definitely, from the past, corruption has been reduced, sir. There were many positive steps taken by
Are
government.
you sure?
Yes, sir, I'm sure.
How? I say corruption has changed its role. Means previously they used to have corruption in different levels. Now the corruption is very much central. And corruption is not in hundreds of thousands, it's in crores and billions, millions.
Yes, sir.
If I say this, do you agree or do not agree with this?
Of course, the amounts in the corruption has been increased, but also the chance previously used to be there is not there right now, sir. Because of the complete e-governance systems, the government is encouraging, but also sensitizing employees about the certain acts, prevention of corruption, and there were amendments to done as well to it as well in 2018, sir, where both the parties involved in corruption, like who is also giving the money, they should also be punished. Those kind of things will help, sir. Even the role played by anti-corruption bureau, all these things is being positive these days.
Okay. Your option is sociology. Can you explain Andhra Pradesh society in your sociological terms? Characters of Andhra Pradesh society.
So Andhra Pradesh is one society which is culturally more unique, sir. Culturally more unique from the neighbors. it's built on the platform of Telugu speaking area. Hindus dominate in Andhra Pradesh, sir, with my microscopic percentages of Muslims and other religions. Andhra Pradesh society is mainly dominated by castes, sir, like Reddy, Kamma, and Kapu. So these three castes are the more dominant castes here, which have the political power as well. Certain sections like Dalits and also scheduled tribes, which are comparatively low in Rayalaseema zone, are though in scheduled castes and scheduled tribes are somewhat suppressed here, but there was popular movements in north coast Andhra. They were somewhat powerful over there. Reddys dominate in Rayalaseema, Kaupus dominate in Godavari belt, and Kammas dominate in Krishna belt. Um, that can be explained.
What about the Dalits and Dalits awareness in Andhra Pradesh? You talked about the dominant caste, but definitely Dalit movement has some serious impact on society in Andhra Pradesh.
Yes.
Can you tell something about the Dalit movement in Andhra Pradesh?
Yes, sir. Dalit movement was there in Andhra Pradesh before the formation of states, sir. In 1930s, there were powerful Dalit movements. There were movements like 1930s, sir. Also, there were powerful movements in the belts of and there were anti-Zamindar movements as well, sir, at that time. Where Dalits were sensitized, they fought for their rights. Apart from political freedom, they fought for their social justice and all those things, sir. After the formation of state, mainly like uh, they fought there were proper reservations given for them in the state. There were proper recognition given for them in the state. Right now, yes, lots of that.
1930s, you said. Can you tell who led that movement or who are the important leaders of that 1930s Dalit movement?
I exactly don't remember the names, sir.
Any works, any books came in that period or
Yes,
any?
some of the famous books were there in that period.
Which books? Were they Dalits or Gandhians or reformists? Can you tell broadly?
They were sort of reformists. There was a famous author, I don't remember.
Unnava Lakshmi Narayana?
Unnava Lakshmi Narayana fought for the women education.
Are you sure? He wrote a book known as Malapalle.
Yes, in Malapalli.
You were talking about Malapalle?
Yes, sir.
That is written by Unnava Lakshmi Narayana.
It is written by Unnava Lakshmi Narayana.
A lawyer from Guntur.
Yes, sir. I don't specifically remember the movements that I did.
But in modern times also, post-independence also, in Andhra Pradesh there is a serious Dalit movement, conscious Dalit movement. I think you haven't studied about it or read about it.
Sir, there was proper recognition during the period of Damodaram Sanjivaya, sir, where he brought backward classes order in 1960s. He was a popular Dalit leader, sir.
What I asked is Dalit movement. Dalit movement is not just Dalit CM. Do you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Movement is always a different one. If you consider Lok Satta as a movement, were they MPs or MLAs? No.
No, sir.
But you said it's a movement.
Yes,
I am speaking in those terms only.
Yes, sir.
Dalit movement is a movement, ongoing movement in India. In Andhra Pradesh, Dalit consciousness is there because of the Dalit movement. There are many writers. Can you name some of the writers who are popular Dalit writers?
Gurram Joshua is one of them.
Good.
Soma Veeraya.
Because, see, sociology speaks about different sections of the society. And especially in your state, we have Dalit movement, big Dalit movement, more conscious Dalit movement. More conscious Dalit movement. Dalits in protest joined Christianity too in Andhra Pradesh in a big way. We have more number of Dalit Christians in Andhra Pradesh too.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Then it's a completely a movement, a different movement against caste system.
Yes, I'll take a look at it, sir.
Yeah, right. So, your father is an advocate
Yes, sir.
in district court, Kurnool.
Yes, sir.
Kurnool should be the judicial capital
Yes, sir.
of Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
This is one proposal. Now, what is the position? What will happen to it?
Sir, it is a plan of government in the state decentralization, sir. It must be respected, sir, because there were many agreements previously. The Sribag agreement says for the when capital is there, capital is given to Coastal Andhra, the High Court should be given to Rayalaseema. So that was the part previously there. Even Shivaramakrishnan Committee, after the bifurcation, which were constituted by central government, supported for decentralization, sir. Even B.N. Rao Committee, as well as the committee formed by Boston
Study group.
Boston Study Group recommended for decentralization of capital, sir. That is the reason. So when considering all these things, even a high power committee under the certain ministers also recommended for decentralization, sir. So that was the promise made by the party during the election campaign, and it stood on its stance.
But now, what is the position? Will it happen?
Sir, the government has took back the bills which it had kept for the decentralization, sir. But government said there are some legal hurdles with the wordings in the bill, sir. Also, the way the bill was passed, like bypassing the legislative council, maybe it cannot be taken successfully with the High Court, sir. So the government is coming again with a new bill, according to what is said by the Finance Minister in the Legislative Assembly. He'll come back with a new bill with wording specifically mentioned and properly passed in the Legislative Assembly as well as council, sir.
So now it is a question of technicality.
Yes, sir.
Only technicality.
Yes,
If the technicality is rectified, wordings have changed.
Yes, sir. There were some other arguments like the capital of Andhra Pradesh is not it's not limited to the whims of the government in AP. It was taken through the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act, sir. So that is one other technical hurdle, sir.
What is there in Reorganization Act about the capital?
So the capital can be formed by the state government, but many judicial experts say that Andhra Pradesh cannot keep the Andhra Pradesh can keep the capital at one place, but it cannot divide the capital among cities. So that is another legal hurdle.
Justice Ramana, Chief Justice.
Yes, sir, Justice Ramana.
Now he is Chief Justice of India.
Yes, sir.
Do you know from which district he hails from?
I think, according to my knowledge, he is from Krishna district, sir. In Andhra Pradesh.
Can you tell something about Justice Ramana's active judgments or recent judgments which impacted the polity of India?
Yes, sir. Justice Ramana, recently Justice Ramana was, he passed an order against the sedition law. He was completely against sedition law and he dismissed all the proceedings in sedition. He suspended all the proceedings which are for sedition, sir. So he stated that there should be a detailed analysis for 124A to be reviewed and it should be taken care of. This is one of the important things, sir. Even in the recent chief ministers and Supreme Court judges meet, he said positively in the direction. He said some positive aspects in the way the governments and courts should work on, sir. Yes, so those are the important things.
So, in personal view, what is your personal view about sedition?
Yes, sir.
Your personal view.
Yes, sir. Sedition law should not be there in country, sir. But there must be some other provisions like which like there is a lot of hatred, a lot of hate speech, and a lot of intolerance going in the country, sir. There should be proper laws, but without sedition, we should be handling those, sir. It's completely a colonial law, which is against the rights and equalities of the people. It gives government a huge infinity power to handle sir. It shouldn't happen in a democratic country like this.
You talked about two things. One is hate speeches,
Yes, sir.
or something against which creates problem in law and order and religious animosity and all those things you are talking about. When you are talking about this religious animosity,
Yes, sir.
do you think now this Sedition Act, you said that it should go,
Yes, sir.
but you said that there should be some law, because if this is going, you have to curtail this sedition, this hate speeches and this sort of things. Do you think all these hate speeches and all those things, they need a separate law?
Yes, sir. Definitely, there is a need for separate law to curtail the hate speech and all the intolerant activities that are going in the country. There was a recent issue regarding the comments made on Prophet as well. Rather than we should be handling those in an effective way to curtail those kind of things to happen in the future, sir.
There are
Because
many sections against such things. Already there are many laws.
Yes, sir.
Proper implementation is enough.
Yes,
Why
sir.
again a new law?
Yes, sir. Even that is enough, sir. But we are seeing the diversity of the hate speeches, sir, and also hate speeches are going in the social media as well. So there can be proper amendments to the previous laws, which categorically says all the things which categorically deals with all the avenues where hate speech goes on, sir.
A bit history. Are you interested in history?
Yes, sir, I'm interested.
Can you tell some important aspects of Kurnool history, Kurnool district, any important sites?
Yes, sir. So, Kurnool district, there are some historical sites in Kurnool, sir. Starting from Ketavaram rock paintings to we have some places like some tourist places like Mahanandi, which was built during the period of Chalukyas. Srisalam, which was built during Chalukyas and continued its development until the period of Reddy Kingdom, sir. Also, we have
Which Chalukyas you are talking about, Srisalam?
Srisalam was in fact built during the period of Western Chalukyas, sir. It continued its growth until Reddy Kingdom.
Western Chalukya means which Western Chalukya? Are you talking about Badami or Kalyana?
Badami, sir. So, the Reddy Kingdom, Prolaya Vemareti mainly contributed to the growth of Srisalam, sir. Srisalam temple. Also, we have Mantralayam, sir. Also, Kurnool district is having places like Yaganti, Ahobilam.
Now it is a divided district, no?
Yes, sir. In divided part of Kurnool, Mantralayam is one of the famous sites in place.
Mantralayam is
Yes, sir. Oracle rock gardens, one of the unique geological structures is one other important thing, sir. Recently,
now Ketavaram?
Ketavaram, it goes to Nandyal.
Nandyal district.
Yes.
Betancherla?
So Betancherla even goes to Nandyal, sir. Only the Panyam, removing Panyam, eliminating Panyam, remaining all part of Panyam goes to Kurnool, sir. Panyam Mandal goes to Nandyal, sir. So Kurnool is being consisted of eight constant of 8.
So now Betancherla and those things, those prehistoric caves are into
Belum caves go to Nandyal district.
Nandyal district.
Yes, sir. Recently there was a location called Mekala Benchi, sir, which is famous for 8 petroglyphs. It was found in Alur Mandal of Kurnool district, Aspai Mandal of Kurnool district. It is one of the second largest petroglyph location in Andhra Pradesh.
What do you mean by petroglyph?
So petroglyphs are the one where there were sculptures sculptures made on the rocks of the cave itself, sir.
Which period they are?
Sir, there was a study that they belong to lower Paleolithic period, sir. But it should be studied.
Are you interested in such things?
Not completely, sir. I'll enjoy seeing those, but I can't.
But you are talking about them very, very authentically.
What I read in news, sir.
Good. Because of your authentic talk like lower Paleolithic and all those things, petroglyph. Most of the students don't have all this regular information scientifically. That is why I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
So, what are the problems faced by Andhra Pradesh today?
Yes, sir.
Leave, capital and finance.
Okay, sir. Apart from Even though, sir, we have severe drought-like situations in Andhra Pradesh, sir. Andhra Pradesh is the state where it faces drought in western part and cyclonic disasters in the eastern part, sir. So disaster management is one of the most important things Andhra Pradesh should be ready with, sir. Also, there is a loss of ecology, sir, mainly in Seshachalam forest due to red sand smuggling, and also loss of mangroves in Krishna and Koringa, sir. So this must be handled, sir.
Krishna and
Koringa, sir. Koringa.
oh, Koringa, okay.
Wildlife science.
Fine.
Apart from those, sir, like we have problems related to, so, sir, I believe in capital issues, sir. So these can be main important things on the patient.
Good. If you are posted in Andhra Pradesh
Yes, sir.
as an administrator,
Yes, sir.
which field is interesting for you?
Yes, sir. So I like the field where like I can take the welfare objectives of government very well into the people, sir.
Which field, which sector? Forget about government.
Yes, sir.
What is your personal interest? Which field is interesting for you?
Sir, education interests me more, sir.
Why?
Sir, because it's only education that can make a state to grow more, sir. It's the human capital that is an asset of Andhra Pradesh, sir. Andhra Pradesh is famous for skilled people, but at the same time, state suffers from low literacy rate, sir. The literacy rate is far more behind the average literacy rate of countries, sir. So this can be improved, sir, because people over there are more intelligent and also interested in the subject, sir. But only when government schemes and also government aims are taken properly to the people, to the children, sir, then only they can perform very well, sir.
Good. Let's conclude our conversation.
This video is brought to you by AKS IAS.